Did you lock the top thing? Oh, you went to the bathroom. Hey, what's going on, y'all? Hey, what's going on? Hey, Takia. Hey, girl. Hey, y'all come on in here. Say, hey, what's up? Let me know that you are here. Did you lock that top lock? The top thing? Yeah, on both. I mean, it prevents somebody from opening the door on us. So, damn, don't behave in that manner. What's going on, y'all? It is Friday. Hope everybody is having an absolutely wonderful day. I am currently sitting in the hotel room waiting for my son's basketball game. We had to do some traveling today. Um, and so I figured I would come live as I do a little bit of work. You guys are more than welcome to ask whatever questions you want to ask in the midst. Hopefully, you're doing okay. If you're on Facebook, say hey, let me know you're on Facebook. If you're on Instagram, say hey, let me know that you're there. Yep, go on and tag her. Y'all come on in here. It's a random one. Try to do it on schedule so you guys can be there, be available. But sometimes life, right? Sometimes right life. So I'm currently working, answering some emails and some other stuff, and I figured I would come live. Thank you so much for the hearts. If you can, come on in here and drop some hearts, share, get some likes in here. Some people share, not get some likes, get some people in here. Let's see. Hopefully everybody's doing okay. This is live Q&A random. You are more than welcome to ask whatever question that you need to ask. I am currently in Houston. We're in Houston. My son has a basketball game tonight, and so we had to travel down south for a few hours. But we're gonna go ahead and spend the night because all of the teams are here. So all of the different age groups are going to be playing tonight. So we're going to stay and support them. What did you say? You brought your camera? You taking pictures of the other teams? Oh. Um, but yeah, so that's what we're doing. That's what had happened. That's what's going on. I'm gonna work in the midst of all of this, but you can ask me questions. I kind of want somebody to talk to y'all. Y'all know teenagers. Teenagers don't talk. He over there chilling, feet up. He don't want to talk about nothing. Watching basketball, staring at me. Do I offer one-on-one assistance with unit study planning? So, I mean, you can do a one-on-one coaching session, and we could go through and do a unit study in that hour if that's something that you want to do, Takia. But I think that we've talked about that in Messenger or whatever, and it may be better for you and what you're needing for you guys to do, like we talked, like we discussed. And so do the two sessions or whatever the case may be, like we talked about through Messenger. But yeah, that's definitely something we could do. We could pull resources, we could find options, videos, all that good stuff. Now, if you're asking me if I will prepare a unit study for you, no. Will I help you prepare one, get you started, get you in the right direction? Absolutely. I can absolutely do that for you. We can do that for sure. What'd you say? You can answer questions? You gonna come live? Come on. Y'all, my son said he's coming live. Turn the TV down or off. Child, this heater is, you're killing me. Turn it off. No, and you're killing me with this heater. Y'all, hold on. My son said he's coming. He coming, y'all. He coming. I guess I ain't gonna do no work then. Let me see. Bruh, he was on what? Y'all, he got the heater. Y'all, my son is gonna come live. Hold on, let me close this laptop. Cause he finna come live with us. We gonna move. That's what we finna do. We finna move to a different area. Slide the table back over that way. Cause he about to burn me up. Don't drop my phone. I'm coming, y'all. Don't don't drop my phone now. I'm coming, y'all. We moving. I'm in a chair. Don't laugh. I know it's crazy. Okay, come on. Sit right here. Sit on the bed. Y'all, my son is about to do the thing. Let's see. I have a teenager who has to have the heater on high. I also have everyone feel like a baked potato. Yeah, no, it was cold in here, and the where I was working was weird. Um, and so y'all, we trying to bootleg it out here. I didn't bring none of my stands or anything like that. Hey, Lori. Well, we're here. You didn't miss anything. We're here. If you're coming in, say, hey, what's up? Let me know that you're here. So listen, we are in Houston for basketball, right? And my son was watching basketball. Fancy that. And I was over there trying to get some work done, and I figured I would come live. And now my baby is coming live with me. My baby. Okay, y'all say hi, throw some thumbs up, hearts, or whatever for my son. This is my 15-year-old. Hold on. So we can get both of us in there. Your sister made it home safely. Work. She can't, yeah. Let's see. Y'all, I'm trying to make it work. I gotta turn it that way. Okay. Nope. Okay. Hey, Christian. Hey, Kristen. Okay, so listen. Um, so again, this is my baby. This is my oldest boy. This is Deuce. This is the 15-year-old that we talked about, right? I posted a picture about him or whatever. But this is him. This is Deuce. I don't know what's about to go down because this is extremely random. He can be funny as all get out. He can also be surprising and say some random stuff. So y'all pray for me because I don't know what had happened. Hey, Royal Purification. I'm needing a little help understanding the way it works there. What do you mean, Royal? Where it works, where? What are we talking about? Hey, y'all, if you're coming in, this is Sean, the homeschool guru, and I've got my little baby here with me. Why you got your head down?
Because I got hangnails.
Oh, I didn't bring my fingernail clippers. Oh, okay. In Texas Royal, to say the least, we do what we want. So the way that Texas works is we're kind of considered a private school. And so basically that means we kind of operate as our own like entity, right? You have to teach the basics. So you have to teach ELA. Wait, no, you have to teach spelling, grammar. You have to teach good citizenship. You have to teach something else. It's not even math and science, I don't think. Maybe it's math and then science. There's 5 different things that you have to teach. And there's no regulation as far as that's concerned. We basically do everything on our own. So we don't have anyone doing any portfolios, no checks, no coming in, knocking on your door, none of that. Like that's it. Basically, the law states that we have to teach in a bona fide manner, which means we have to actually teach, right? And so you tell me if that helps, if that makes sense, or if you need more information. So do you have to report to the board of it? Nope. We report to no one. Nope. That now it's a choice whether you keep what records. I suggest that you keep some type of records, but for us, my younger kid, like when they were younger, I didn't really I kept like a portfolio-ish type of situation. And basically what it was their tests and their quizzes. As they got older, it got more detailed. So he's 15, he's in high school. My daughter, who is 17, she just turned 18 on Friday. But my daughter, who is 18, she actually has a transcript and report cards and all that good stuff. So it depends on, what you want to do. My 11-year-old, they don't get report cards or anything like that. They do get grades though, based off of the planning software that I use. Now I'm sitting all alone. This chair is weird.
Maybe
It's weird. Yeah. Let me know, Royal, if that answers your question. I'm trying to get both of us in here. Son, you might have to move closer to me. Yeah. See if that works better. Yeah, that works better. Okay. Takia said, "Hey, dudes."
Hello.
He's rude. He tell me I don't know who you are. Then he gonna say hello. I told you, y'all. He's a teenager for real. You're welcome, Royal. So, I mean, to basically say it like I said, as far as homeschooling in Texas, we literally do what we want to do. We can set whatever plan, anything to that effect. We can do whatever we want to do. So, if you wanted to do, the full unschooling method and not keep records, you could do that. It would be no issue, no problem. If you wanted to do something more detailed, you could do that as well. If you wanted to use an accredited program, kind of like um, Abeka, and Abeka's programs, curriculums aren't accredited, the schools are. But the way that Abeka kind of gets around that is because Abeka has a school, right? They have an actual school. So you can do that as well. Sean, can you speak on Lesson Trek again? I vaguely remember you using to do stuff. So listen, Lesson Trek, I did use Lesson Trek for probably about 6 months or so, and it was pretty good. It was just not it didn't move like I wanted it to move. It had the right idea, but as far as me as a homeschool mom and what I needed, it was very apparent that whomever created it wasn't a homeschool mom, and so maybe didn't necessarily know what it was that I wanted or what I would need. But I am using a new one, and it's called Homeschool Manager, homeschoolmanager.com. I don't even know how I found it. I think I was trying to find a new software, and it is dope. Like, I like this one. Out of all the things that I have used, I like this one way better. I can put the links in there for them to click. I can add their grades, transcript, attendance. I can do all of that, and I think it's like $60 for the year. But yeah, check that out. Let's homeschoolmanager.com. Check that out. We need a homeschool mom. Exactly. Hey, Sonia. Exactly. Oh, a homeschool mom coffee brand. I wonder how strong it would be. But yeah, I mean that matters. It, like I said, with the homeschool, the lesson track thing, it was good and it did what it was supposed to do. It did the grading, it did the all of that good stuff, but it didn't flow for me. Like the way that it worked, it didn't flow for me. Not on my end as a mom. The kids could go in, get what they wanted and be good, but it was like I felt like I was going here, then here, then here, then here to do what I needed it to do. And then with Homeschool Manager, literally it's created by a homeschool mom, and it's and I'm assuming she's a homeschool mom, but I don't know that 100%. But what I will tell you is that it flows correctly. Like, you set up the school year, you set up each kid, you add the courses, you add whether you can do the grade point average, how you want to do that, you do all of that stuff. So I really like that. Hey, how you doing? Yeah, yeah, I know, and it's been a minute for me as well, guys. It's been a minute for me. But listen, my son is here, so I'm gonna tell y'all to ask some questions, okay, to him so that he can answer. And if it's something that I think maybe is too, personal or anything like that, because I'm still his mama. So my job is to protect him. But if it's something that I think is too personal or something like that, I'll tell him not to answer. But you guys are more than welcome to ask him any questions. Is there anything that you want to say?
Nope.
So you just wanted to come live?
'Cause I read.
You don't want to do it anymore?
Nope. Just wait.
You don't want to do it anymore?
What are you talking about?
You don't want to come live anymore?
Oh, fine. Just wait here.
Ciao.
Continue.
Okay, there's your first question, the dreaded question. Are you socialized? Are you social? Do you go out with other people? Do you do other things?
Um,
You gotta speak loud.
no, not really. The only thing I really socialize with is homeschool basketball. So that's if there's one hardest thing about homeschooling, it's the socialization of it. To, to really be honest, um, and we did go on field trips, and they weren't really convenient for us, or should I say our family. So yeah, but I do socialize. They're mostly with my teammates and then friends outside on other teams. But that's really it.
So there you go. So, and I told you guys that, right? I explained that to you. I don't know if you heard him. If you heard him, give me some. basketball emojis in the comments so I know. Okay. That'll be for him. But so basically, I don't know if you heard him, but if you did, throw some hearts or not some hearts, throw some basketball emojis in the comments. But for him, my kids, one of the things that they missed from when we first started homeschooling was that we went on a lot of field trips. And now we're not going on them as much, and that's because of their training schedule and their practice schedule. And then on top of that, all the things that I have to do. It's a lot on my plate. But that's one of the things that they mentioned that they want to get back to. So I'm trying to figure that out. There you go. I appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much. So that's one of the things that we're trying to get back to. What he does, like he said, socialize with is his teammates. So he does go to practice and then they try to kick it. He connects with his old members that were part of his basketball team. But basically, unfortunately, that's pretty much all that we do. They do some stuff with the neighbors, down the street as far as that's concerned. But that is definitely an area that my kids have voiced and said that they want better. And so that's something that I have to work on. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. Sonia says, I'm kidding, but isn't that the first thing you hear? Yeah, typically. Let's see. He says, do you enjoy homeschooling?
Of course. It's just um like every time I weigh out the options, uh, because my mom does ask that probably about maybe 3 times a month, maybe 2 to 3 times a month. If like what should I fix or like do we want to go like back or stuff? And I was like, and the answer will be always no because I'll weigh out the pros and cons, and it felt homeschooling was better than regular school, but just being a teenager, socializing was a big thing, but like one thing is not gonna make me go back to school.
So I tell you guys this all the time. I ask my kids throughout our homeschooling journey if they enjoy it, what they are missing. And the consistency has always been that they look forward to those things that they see on TV or always thought. Like for him, he looked forward to going today. He said it today. I wanted to go to high school my freshman year, right? Because it's the different part of their life, right? It's different. And so that was something that he was looking forward to. My youngest one was looking forward to having lockers. So, what I would suggest is, as far as you are concerned in your family, the conversation that we have is, I want you to be honest with me. Tell me what you're thinking, but understand in the same token that dad and I are going to make the best decision that we feel is best for you. But you are more than welcome to give us your input and we will take that in. We always tell them too that, we don't know if you'll always be homeschooling, but as of right now, this is what we're doing. Okay. That was a good question. Sonia says, convenient. See, he gets it. Yeah, he does. Thank y'all for the basketball. That means you can hear him. Sonia says, adopt. We just adapt. I'm sorry, y'all know I can't see. Great job, Mama. Thank you. Let's see. That's a reflection of how good a job you do, Sean. His answer was beautiful. Yeah, and I suck. Can I just be honest with you, right? No, he's saying like she's saying that the way that you answered it is like you were honest about it, but it's a reflection that I'm doing a good job in homeschooling. Not like I'm doing, you know what I'm saying? But y'all, I'm a normal homeschool mom just like you, and I struggle and I sometimes wonder if I'm doing enough. One of the things that we had a conversation today, because it's just us here in Houston, the rest of the family is still in North Texas doing what they do. And so it's just us. And so we had a bunch of alone time today on the way down here, and we talked about it, right? And so one of the things I had to tell him was like, hey, I apologize because this was supposed to happen this way and it didn't happen this way because of my choice, and now I'm trying to correct it, and if you want to make it better you can help by doing this extra thing. And so that's pretty much how our lives run, to be honest with you. I'm very transparent with my kids. I tell them all the time, like, I'm trying my best. I try to research, I try to do my best, but just like y'all are doing the same thing, sometimes I mess up. Like sometimes it's wrong, right? Sometimes I jack things up. Let's see. These kids will be able to navigate life with their own words and thoughts rather than what someone told them to think, which is very important. Hey, Arletta. Yeah, it's very important. That's very important, right? Um, and this one here is probably my most independent thinker. And it's a blessing and a curse in the same token because he tends to challenge me when I don't want to be challenged. But he is a free thinker and he sees things completely outside of the box. Like I told you guys when I made that post, his perspective is different and it challenges me a lot to see things his way. But I know that he is wise in his age and that he sees things that I don't see. Like his vision is very different than mine, right? As a kid, he's not just a typical kid. He's the kind of guy. See how he just sitting here quiet? He'll sit there quiet in the cut and not watch, not say a word, not speak, not say a word. And then all of a sudden he'll be like, you know what? I think this needs to go down, and this is why I think this needs to go down. He's a good guy. Let's see. It's great to hear from the student perspectives. It's definitely encouraging for us moms with little ones still new on the street. Yeah, and he's good. Um, and we struggle. Like I try to be very honest with you guys. Let's see. I'm trying to think of questions. Is there anything that you want to tell them about homeschooling?
Um, one thing my mom says that she struggles. Back when I went to school, I struggled like a lot, and that's one of the big reasons why she took us out of school, and homeschooling has really helped. That doesn't mean I don't struggle still. I'm still struggling. I still have some choices I want to make in the future that academic wise, and that's just like my life kind of wise. So yeah, that's really it. But like there's just I can't say one thing. It does get you really need time to separate. Like whether that's the kids going to our grandmothers or our grandpas, it's like it's a hassle being around your family 24/7.
Not a
And
hassle.
no, it is a hassle.
So listen, I'm going to ask him a question. We're going to go back to what he's saying, but I'm going to ask you a question. Every Thursday night or Friday night when dad comes home, what do I do?
Every Thursday.
Thursday night or Friday night when dad comes home, what is the very first thing I do after I like cook dinner, do everything? What do I do? There's one thing on specific I do on Friday nights, and then I did it last night. After I cooked dinner, what did I do?
You like you say hello, I'm done.
Yeah, pretty much. So every like my husband, the way my husband works, he's typically home on Thursdays and Friday nights. When he comes home, I'm like, dude, I'm off. So like Thursday, I was like, don't call my name. Last night, I was like, don't call my name anymore. Y'all have a blessed night. And I left them outside, like in the living room and stuff with their dad, and I went into the bedroom. And then on Fridays, we have the homeschool moms lounge that we do. And if you're not a part of it and you want to join, you have to join my Facebook group to get the information. But you can go to, well, you got to do that anyway, but you can go to my website and go to SeanTheHomeschoolGuru.com, and then there's a tab that says what does it say, Facebook group or something like that. I don't know, something like that, and you can do that. Or my group's name is Homeschooling with Sean the Guru to get the information. But going back to what you said, if you believe that homeschooling is going to magically fix your problems, it's not. It's not. Now, as he stated, he said he struggled in the traditional school system. And although he's home and it works better for him, he still has his struggles, right? And so the difference is that now he has mom who can sit with him one on one, or dad who can sit with him one on one and help them through those struggles. So just because we homeschool, it didn't magically fix his problems of struggling. It just meant that we were able to spend more time on those things that he struggled with to make it better. Did you want to say something else? Okay. So he seems a lot like my son, soon to be 15-year-old. Y'all, I'm sorry, y'all know I can't see, and one of my left eye is blurry for some reason. I think I may have got something on my hand. Soon. See, see, he don't have his glasses on. I told you can't see.
I thought it said
I don't need my glasses. Apparently, you do.
that those are tiny words.
Oh.
Those are small, tiny words. It doesn't count.
Y'all do me a favor again. Throw me some basketballs in the chat so that my son knows that you are here. You appreciate him being here, y'all. This is my baby boy, but he's not my baby boy. He's 15-year-old. He's 15 years old. This is my son Deuce, and he's here to answer any questions that you may have concerning homeschooling. Um, yeah, what was that question? Thank you, Takia. Thank you. Thank you, Miss Elizabeth on YouTube. Crystal said basketballs. Hilarious. Hey, Crystal. Crystal says, I want to homeschool, but I'm super scared. Okay, Crystal, do it scared.
That's what she did.
We all, we're all scared. Crystal. Thank you, Kelly. Hey, Kelly. Thank you so much. Let's see. Our 8-year-old boy is playing basketball. Yeah, that's great. Basketballs. I love it. Do it scared, Crystal. Like, I don't know what else to tell you. Trust in your ability, trust in your ability to find the information that you need, trust in your ability to correct the mistakes that you have made. So, and I will use it, for example, I'll use my daughter for an example. She has wanted to do the same thing all of her life. And then senior year, it changed. And based off of it changing, I planned completely different and had to switch it. And so I had to say to her, I made a mistake. I didn't set this up the way that it should have been set up. Do it scared, Crystal. Listen, I'm not the only one saying it. You heard my son say she did it scared. I did. I did it scared, and I'm scared every day. I want them to succeed. And the fact of the matter is, if they don't succeed, everybody's going to judge us, right? Because we are their sole person, right? We are right there in front of them. We're claiming to be these homeschool moms that are teaching them everything, all that good stuff. And then if they get out in the world and things don't work, they're going to look towards us, right? Do it scared. Do it scared. And look, Kristen said it, still scared. There you go. There you go. My son hates school. Hates. Okay, so Crystal, you know your son hates school, then what we doing, friend? What we doing, homeschool friend? Why we keeping him there? If we know he hates it and you want to do it, but you're scared. He has some anxiety. Okay, Crystal, trust in your abilities to help your son do what needs to be done. He was given to you for a reason. Now, will there be struggles? Will it be difficult? Will you be frustrated? Will you be angry? Will you be sad, mad, glad, all of that stuff? Yes, all of those emotions happen, but trust the fact that you can educate your child. Okay? Miss Libby says, at almost 8, 7.5, we are homeschooling here in North Carolina. Younger two have not been to public school. Oldest did, and I see how some of his creative skills were not cultivated. He's in the Navy now, follow dad's footsteps. Yeah, unfortunately, something that I did not realize until we did homeschool is, and again, it comes with research and finding the reason why you homeschool. Um, they're taught, they put them in the school system, they teach them all the same way, same ideas, all that good stuff, right? So what happens is they lose their own individuality. Yes, there is some individuality, but they lose it because they're learning what everybody else is learning. They're learning how to act, how to, treat people, how to, they're learning the same in the traditional school system. So you're absolutely correct. He's not in school. Oh, he's online. Well, I mean, even still, I'm going to be honest with you. Online school is not, I mean, you know what? I find online school to be troublesome. And the reason why is because they're sitting in front of a computer all day with not necessarily any interactions unless they have a teacher that's teaching live. And I think that learning is way more than sitting in front of a computer all darn day long. Like, that's what I believe. My son hated school too. He would zip himself into his school bag every time I dropped him off at kindergarten. Was his last year. That baby zipped himself into his. Could you imagine? He was not here for it. He wasn't here for it. Oh, I'm sorry, sweetheart. He's in the 4th grade now. That's good. He's on my cuz I don't know what to teach. Okay. So, Crystal, I mean, here's the thing. What state are you in? So let's start there, Crystal. What state are you in? Because that'll tell me a lot. Bro, my eye. I might have to, like, I don't know.
You didn't take it out.
I took it out at Bucky's, but I didn't really wash it. Like, I put some water on it. We might need to go to Walgreens or something so I can get some contact solution. Let's see. So I look at the lesson and then teach him the lesson. Georgia. Oh, okay. So you're using like Georgia connections or Texas connections, something like that, right? Well, no, because they teach it. But you're using okay. So what I would say to you is find out, get your state laws. You can do that by going to hslda.org. Okay. Oh, yep. So she's using connections. Okay. I would find out your laws, which is hslda.org, and go to your state laws. Make sure that you're able to keep up with the laws that they give you. And then what I would do is, especially for the younger ages, I would literally Google what my child should know in the third grade. And then when I get that list, I would print it or take the things that I feel is important and teach those things. Or what you could do is purchase a curriculum or use a free curriculum or something to that effect to make to so that gives you some type of outline of what to teach your baby. Oldest and youngest, our baby girl, have a few attention issues. God bless them. I can see how our 6-year-old Sissy would likely hit quite a few roadblocks in kindergarten. Yeah, yeah. Focus is an issue in general, right? Because the fact of the matter is, let's just be honest. And this is not a dig on teachers. If you know me, if you follow me, then you know I love the teachers. I think that they sacrifice so much. Their heart is into it. Now there are some that should not be teachers. Let's just be honest. But there are tons that love our babies and sacrifice a lot. So what I will say to you is if a teacher has 25 plus students, ain't nobody got time for one child to get distracted. Like, just being honest, like realistic. 25 plus students. I can't stop and make sure you stay focused. I got to make sure that the rest of the class, the bulk of the class is good. So if that one child is distracted and not doing their work or not understanding their work, I got to make sure the 25 are doing what they're supposed to do. And then on top of the fact that they are being pushed to do state standardized testing on top of that, like your paycheck, your bonus, all of that is determined based off of the testing scores. They don't have time nor the energy to do that stuff. So yeah, it definitely would have been an issue. I did it all. Let's see. I did it all for sciences, social studies, math, and EL. Yeah, you can do that. What is the test you said to see his learning styles? So, Crystal, you can Google free learning style quiz. Just go online and Google it. And I'm changing my stance a little bit on that. I know that I have been saying tons like you should learn their learning styles, but I think that there definitely is a way that they receive information better, but I don't know if, you know what, let me stop. I'm changing my stance a little bit on learning styles. I do believe that they still exist. I know that there are a lot of people that don't believe that they still exist. I mean, that they do exist. I do believe that they exist. I do believe it's important to teach your child according to the way that they learn best. Let me just say that, but there's more to that. Okay. I'm a former classroom teacher who homeschooled because, yeah, I already know. You know what, though? There are tons of teachers out there just like you that were teaching in the traditional school system, private school system, whatever, and then would come home and homeschool their children or had them in pods or co ops or whatever the case may be. His teacher, what was your social studies teacher? The one that you liked? You said she was mean, but you liked her because she didn't play games.
No,
Science. What was her name? Last name?
Miss Gomez.
Gomez. Miss Gomez taught kids in school every single day and then would go home and homeschool her grandchildren. Like there are tons of teachers that did that. And when I told she was if you read my story, then I had a meeting with all of their teachers. And when I told her that we were homeschooling, she was like, "Oh, good for you." Like she was like, "Yes, good for y'all." Because I teach based on my learning style. I'm kinesthetic. Is he kinesthetic though, Crystal? Do you have any recommendations for assessments? I do, Orletta. Go into my group. And you're a member. I'm 100% sure that you're a member of it. If not, I don't know why you aren't because you have been around forever. But go into my group and do hashtag testing or hashtag assessment. I think it's testing. And there are a bunch of posts that I have made of different options. Yeah, I thought so. Yeah. Go into the group and do hashtag testing. And there are some posts that I have made with different links. There's a homeschool assessment that you can do. There is the California one. There's the Saxon one that you can do. There's I don't want to say Sunlight. I think it's Sunlight though. Sunlight gives one as well. I know, Crystal. It's okay though. You're not alone. We were all scared. We're all still scared. Okay. I'm graduating as senior this year, and then I've got a freshman now, and then I've got a sixth grader going into middle school. I'm still scared. I'm doing it scared, baby. We all are. We all are. You're going to be okay. Trust in your ability. Okay. Trust in your ability to find out what you need. And then also, if you are expecting for things to fall into place immediately, that's not how homeschooling works. It takes time. It's not like, was our homeschooling journey great? How long did it take for us to find our wings?
2 years.
Oh, child, I thought he was going to say like, oh, maybe a few months. He said 2 years. So you've got time. That's my point. You got time. Hey, Miss Moore, I can't see. There's Shrika. Is that how you say that? Type it out phonetically for me so I can say your name. I'm having issue with lesson planning and making it fun. This is my first year, and my children have been in the spectrum books, grades pre-K through 4. Well, part of the fact that you're having an issue to making it fun is because you're using spectrum books. Spectrum books aren't fun. Um, but I mean, you're putting a lot of work on yourself trying to make something that's not fun. But the second thing is too to think outside of the box. So um, if you're doing something like, let's just say you're working on addition, you could write numbers on the side of the sidewalk, right? And have them jump to the number that's the answer. So what's 5 plus 3? And then you have the numbers written on the sidewalk in chalk, and then they have to jump to it or run to it. Or you could do the dart game. We talked about that before, right? You could do addition problems, whatever math. You could do reading, ELA, put the sight words on the wall and give them a dart gun, give them the Nerf gun, and have them shoot the word that's the correct word. So think outside of the box with the things that they love to do every single day, right? You could have them create words with Legos, right? Do the Lego thing and then have them do the blocks on there and create words. So think outside of the box. We are a Brown family. We have all shades of the dysphoria in our house. North Carolina is not in the news for good things as far as culture. Child, none of them are, Miss Elizabeth. It just is what it is at this point. Let's see. That social studies is disgusting. Listen. No comment. I'm not, no comment. Y'all know how I feel about history and social studies. I don't use not narrow history book lesson. No, we do our own research. We do real books and we do what we got to do, right? Like right now, we finished the bulk of Stamped, but we stopped because they were getting kind of tired of it, restless. And now we're working on the war. So we're doing a timeline of the wars in the United States. Right now, we're working on the Revolutionary War. Once we finish that one, then we'll move on to the next one. Yes, you said it right. Shrika? Okay. Okay. Well, somebody's gross. Man, look at that. Disgusting. I can't block. You know what? Where's my laptop? Y'all, there's an idiot on YouTube. You're disgusting. Get off of my live. You guys, holy cow. Hold on, y'all. Let me see if I can block them. Y'all, I'm sorry. Oh, I can block them. I can block them from here. Did y'all see that? That's disgusting. Got it. Thank you. Dershrika. Okay, Dershrika. Okay. Child was scared. I try not to mess up people's name. Thank you, son. But I was able to block them from here. Holy cow. Um, let's see. Have you heard of Meanwhile in Africa for History or another one called Oh Freedom? If so, what are your thoughts on them? So, Takia, I did a sample lesson of Oh Freedom, and I know that there is a high school version, and I believe that she has come up with a younger version as well. It is very well thought out. It is great. She has put in a lot of work for her material. For us, it was too much. Like it was not what we were trying to do. What I will say to you is if you can get the sample lesson from her and determine if it's something that works for you. Because it's like, it's not necessarily a curriculum from what I understand, from what I remember. Because I did it when she first came out, right? And I don't know if over the years that she has, what kind of improvements that she's made. I'm sure she's changed some things, but I remember that there being a book list of things that we had to buy on top of that. So, and they weren't like little cheap books, but it was a book list of things that we had to buy on top of it. And it just didn't fit my plan and what I was trying to do for my kids. So we didn't go any further. But what I will say is test it and see. So do your research on it and see how you like it. It may work for you. But I think you have younger babies. So if, I mean, and I think so, I believe so. I don't know if that's going to work for the younger babies. So on your page, there are suggestions for curriculum. I don't think so. I don't think I have any suggestions for curriculum on my page. I have my books, the top books that I like, right? I have the books that I suggest as far as the homeschooling, but I don't have curriculums on my page as far as a suggestion. Now, there's a book on there on my website. It's 102. It's Kathy Duffy, 102. Y'all, he done left me. He on his phone. But if y'all have questions, I'll ask it and I'm sure he'll answer. It's 102 something curriculum choices or something like that. And you can do it that way. You can go look as far as that's concerned. And basically what that does is it gives you her suggestion on the books. And that was a really good book for me. I actually gave away 2 copies. And this last copy that I have, I said I was not giving away. There are 2, 10, 12, 15, 17. Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, I mean, it may work. It just seemed like a lot. It just seemed like a lot. And we were able to do, you know, my hair keeps getting stuck. I broke a nail. I don't have fingernail clippers and it's getting stuck. Um, you want to turn the TV back on?
Yes.
I can move back, I guess. I can move a little bit. What? Don't be weird. Um, but yeah, it may work. Close the thing, maybe that'll help too. And just don't turn it up so loud. But yeah, I don't know. It may work for you, but for us, it was not. That wasn't what I needed. We have used Heritage Mom blog books list. It's been great for many younger ones. Lots of pictures, books, many black and brown authors, literature based. My kids love. Yeah, yeah, that's a good one too. Black Heritage Mom is good. Yes, she is good for sure. Speaking of copies, I keep forgetting to get my autographed copy of Why We Homeschool from you from the conference. Did you won from the conference? Yeah, you need to send me a message. I don't remember, y'all. My day changes. Shoot, all of y'all could come over here and say, I won an autographed copy from the conference, and I'll send all of them because I don't be remembering. It's terrible. I know. I'm sorry. I know. I'm sorry. Yeah, send me a message about that, okay? Where is there a conference for homeschooling? Okay, so Crystal, there are tons of conferences for homeschooling. I don't particularly like them. One of them is Great Homeschools. Um, Teaching Diligently. I don't like those. Um, but I don't know. There are tons. I do a conference in June, so I'll be doing the Tailor Made Homeschooling virtual conference this June. So keep an eye out for that. Do you lesson plan a year in advance or a month? Do you have a planner you use to lesson plan? Okay, so I lesson plan. So I have like a list of things or some things that I want to teach for the year. But if I plan for an entire year, then based off of what happens in our life, we would always be behind. It wouldn't work out that way. Like I'd always be bumping it. So what I do is I plan pretty much 6 weeks at a time, every 6 weeks. So I do 6 weeks on, 1 week off. We take off for break. And then I plan during that week for the next 6 weeks or the weeks 6 weeks after that. And then I use Homeschool Manager, homeschoolmanager.com for their stuff. And then for me, I have a planner as well that I have had custom created for me for something that I can use. Basically, I write down all of my to-dos and everything that I need to do. As far as school is concerned, business is concerned, life is concerned. Yes, I won, and y'all had to send it around. Oh, Takia, that was a long time ago. Wow. Send me a message, Takia, because that's not even me. That's not even me. I'm a part of that, but that's not my thing. Like I can't just autograph it and send it to you because all of the authors are supposed to do it, and I'm not the lead author on it. But send me a message, and I will get a hold of the lead author. Krista said, "Don't tell me if they're not good." Okay, so listen. What I will say about GHC, which is Great Homeschool Conference, greater, I don't know, and Teaching Diligently, is they are conferences that are very are filled with people who are the same. There we go. That's a nice way to say that. And their perspective is very similar, and they see things very similar. Like, and Great Homeschool um, Convention has flat out pretty much said that there is no systemic racism in multiple posts and that it's a lie and it doesn't exist. They are, of course, 45 supporters. If you know who 45 is, I don't say his name. I call him 45. Um, and although you can be all of those things, you can't speak life into me about homeschooling when you don't even care to know who I am, what I am, why I am. Yeah, you can't speak life into me. I'm sorry. That's not going to work. That's what I would say about those in a nice way. There is one also, Liberated Minds does one. The Liberated Minds is, and I might be saying that wrong. I think it is Liberated Minds. Liberated Minds is full of brown babies, full of brown folks that do it as well. Okay. I literally need to do a coaching session with you. I love all of your ideas, and I pay you to do a full lesson plan for me for my first grader. I'm so lost. Okay, so listen, Valencia, hey girl, hey, first of all. Second of all, listen, I can sit, here's the thing. I, if I do the lesson planning for you, then you won't learn how to do it, right? And the goal is for me to teach you, for me to show you how to do these things so that you can go be great yourself. And so, what I would do is, if you did a coaching session with me, what I would do is I would tell you to, I got distracted. I would tell you, let's do the lesson planning together. I will show you how to do it and then move forward. If you're needing somebody to walk with you hand in hand on your journey, then join the Homeschool Moms Collective. Now, the Homeschool Moms Collective is formerly my homeschool masterminds. And basically, that is group coaching, right? We meet every Monday at 7 p.m. Currently, the session that's at 7 is full. I try to keep it a small group so that you guys can connect one-on-one with each other. I may add a couple more to that as far as that's concerned, but you join that for $49 a month, and you get access to me. You get access to my personal phone number. You can reach me on Messenger. So instead of me answering you during my business hours, you get to text me on my personal number and I answer you immediately, or at least say, hey, give me a second because this is going on and I'll be back with you. If you're interested in the Homeschool Moms Collective, which is formerly Homeschool Masterminds, which is the group coaching, okay, go to my website. That would be your best. And what basically happens is literally we go through whatever it is that we need. We are going to start having planning sessions where they can ask me questions while they're planning, but I will not plan a lesson for you guys. That does not help you succeed. Yeah, it helps you succeed for that lesson, but if I plan a lesson for you and then you have to go back to the house and you don't know what to do or how to do it, then you're back in the same spot and you're trying to call me again and pay me some more money. That's not what we're about. Yes, I listen. Yes, I'm a business. Yes, this is a business, but I'm not trying to have you keep coming at me like that. Okay. Like, I'm not having you do that. So what I want to do is teach you how to do it so that you can go do it for yourself versus me doing it for you. Okay. I think it's Liberated Child, but I may have that wrong. Yeah, I think I might have it wrong as well. I'm not sure. What do you do a lesson plan look like visually? What does it look like? It depends on what your goal is, right? And so basically when it comes to lesson planning, without going into too much detail, because again, this is a whole course that I have that I charge for, but basically you want to find out the goal, what it is you want them to learn, and then the tools you're going to use to teach them whatever they're going to learn, and how long it's going to take for you to get through that process. So those are the 3 steps that you're going through when it comes through lesson planning. So for instance, like Takia and I have talked separate from this live. I know that she wants to do an entire unit on the human body. And so for her, just giving tidbits, I would start with the different systems, the body systems, right? And what they do, and then go through each of them as far as that's concerned. Okay. And then go that route, go down that route, go to different museums, science museums, all that stuff to provide evidence of what you're teaching them as far as that's concerned. YouTube videos, worksheets, we're going to create a human body like the big long butcher paper. One of the babies is going to lie on the bed, lie on the butcher paper. We're going to trace it, and then we're going to draw the organs of the body. Like we're gonna dive into it. If you're going to do that type of unit study, you're going to dive into it. But again, this is something I'm going to teach you how to do. I'm not going to do it for you because it does no good. Yes, it helps you in the moment, right? It helps you in the moment, but then when it comes down to you having to go back and teach it, or go back and do it again for a different subject or a unit study or something like that, you're not going to know how to do it. So I want to teach you how to do it. I don't want to do it for you. And child, to be honest with you, I don't want to do it for you because I got to do it for my own. Like, and that's just me being honest, okay? Definitely joining Homeschool Moms Club. Just wait. Oh, okay, Takia. Okay, I got you. I will do that when I get off of here. I will send it to you. Okay, so if you're interested, let me see. I don't know how to work this on my phone, y'all. I don't even think I can type in here. Okay, when I get off of here, Crystal, I will put the link in the comments. But if you go to my website, which is SeanTheHomeschoolGuru.com, there's a tab up there that says Homeschool Moms Collective. Click that, okay? And that'll take you to the option to join, okay? But I'll also, when I get off of here, I think I can go back to the comments on Facebook from here. I'm on StreamYard, so it may look different. I don't know, but I will go back through there and post it. If I can't do it, then I will post it, make an actual post about it so that you can see it and just grab it from there. Okay. That makes sense. You want to teach us to be self-sufficient. Exactly, Valencia. So yes, I can. And what I tell people all of the time is, yes, my rate is high, right? It's $99 an hour, but this is a business, right? And I am taking time away from my family to do this, right? And so what I tell people is, if you're needing just a one-off, like just one on one session, I got this, I just need to confirm this, then that would be your best bet. But if you're needing somebody to walk with you, walk through the journey, be with you, if you're needing somebody you can call in the midst of a crazy lesson or a crazy day, or you're trying to lesson plan and it's not making sense, if you need somebody to sit with you, then you need to join the Homeschool Moms Collective. And the reason why is because it would be a complete waste of your hard-earned money to buy a one-on-one coaching session when you need somebody to walk with you through that journey. And that's just me being honest, right? We're all homeschool moms. I ain't got money like that. So, and I'm just assuming, I ain't counting your pockets, but I'm assuming you ain't got money like that either, right? So would you rather pay the $49 to talk to have access to me anytime you want, to have your person, and I'm saying anytime you want, but y'all know them late night hours, your girl sleeps, so you can't reach me then. But to have my personal number, to text me throughout your homeschooling day, to reach out to me, to meet with me once a week and other homeschool moms and ask them for help. They help, I help, to have the lesson planning sessions where we will be sitting as a group and lesson planning together. We can ask questions while we're lesson planning. If that's what you're needing, that walkthrough, that help, that assistance, join the Homeschool Moms Collective. Don't pay me for no one-on-one coaching. Don't do it. I promise you, it's not going to be worth it. And that's just me being very honest and blunt with you. Do I want my money for my hard work? Absolutely. But it makes absolutely no sense to spend $99 for an hour when you need way more help than an hour. And honestly, I don't want to say this, but I'm going to say it, okay? You honestly could pay, and there's somebody who's done this, and I thought it was shady as all get out. But listen, if you're honest with me, at least I know what's going on. You could pay the $49 for the month. That means that you would have my personal phone number for the month. Well, you would have it anyway, but you know what I mean. You would have access to me for the month. You would be able to join us in the Homeschool Moms Collective 4 times in a month and get what you need. And then you could cancel it if you want to and move on about your business, right? And then you got me 4 times in a month versus one session for $99. Like, and I'm just trying to help you. Again, I want my money, right? I want to be paid for my services. I'm working hard, but the goal is for you to succeed. And so I want to do my best to help you succeed. Okay. Okay. Good, Crystal. We were going to go to the Human Body Museum in Texas, but it closed down. Yeah. Yeah. I think I noticed that. You're excited? You're welcome. Yes, you don't. Yes. And so there is a difference. And so what I explain to everyone, and I will tell everybody the same thing, okay? If you say, for instance, I'm going to use Takia as an example because she's here and we are talking in Messenger and I know what's going on with her, okay? If Takia is needing, Sean, I want to do a unit study on the human body and I'm not quite sure what to do, how to get started, where to get it done. Can you help me do that? A one-on-one coaching session would be great for that, right? That would be one session. We would sit and work through it. Now, if Takia is like, Sean, your girl is lost, okay? I'm trying to get this thing done. I feel like I'm failing. I need to ask questions in the midst of it, and I can't ask questions. I can't do this. I can't do that. I need your help. Like, I need you to walk through the journey. Then the Homeschool Moms Collective is the one that you should choose. Okay. And you stay however long you want to stay. You want to stay for the full month? Stay for the full month. It's not refundable though. Okay. Now, if you want to stay for months and upon months, like some of my members are the original Foundry members. So that they were here from the beginning when I first launched it in 2018, 2018, I think I launched it. When I first launched Homeschool Moms Collective, it was $19. These ladies, some of these ladies don't even need my help as much as they did in the beginning, but because the price was so cheap and so low, they don't want to let me go because they know if they do need my help, in order to come back, they're going to have to pay the new price, which is $49 a month. Okay. So if you're needing your girl to walk with you, okay, then that's what it is. I had a member today, as a matter of fact, as we were traveling, was having one of those moments like, oh my gosh, I don't understand. I think I'm failing. I'm gonna die. That's not what she said, but still, okay. And so I sent her a text message. Hey, I'm on the road. I will be to my destination in about 4 hours. I will get back with you as soon as I get here. As soon as I got to the hotel room, I sent her a message, several different things that she could do to solve her problem. She was like, oh, great, thank you. If that's what you're needing, then the Homeschool Moms Collective is where you need to be. Okay, that's exactly where you need to be. Let's see. I'm glad, Crystal. I hope you join us. Thanks for breaking it. Okay, let's see. Is there accreditation with homeschooling? So, homeschooling curriculums are never accredited. The actual school is, okay? And so, even if you run into a program like ABECA has accreditation, excuse me. The reason why, though, is because ABECA actually has a school, like you kind of go through a school. And the difference between, there's two different versions of well, that's not true. There's one curriculum of ABECA, but there's two different ways you can homeschool with it. You can homeschool it with you, parent led, and you do everything. They have videos that you can use. You keep track of the grades, assignments, all that. Then they have the accredited program where you send in their work for like you grade it, send it in. They do the report cards, all of that stuff for you. Okay, so a program is like a actual curriculum is never accredited. Only the actual school or school location is accredited. Okay. I'm so thankful that you were recommending this to me. Your heart and passion is alignment with that too, and I believe you live by. You're so trans. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate it, Valencia. You've been here forever. Let's see. What do you think about the content of CK12 Lessons Flexbook? Are you talking about connections? I don't know who that is. What are you talking about? Kristen, what are you talking about? Kristen's been one of the original members too. Y'all listen. I was telling y'all in that post that I posted earlier this week about me coming down to Houston in 2018 or something and nobody showing up. Y'all, like Kristen was one of my first followers. Y'all, I would sit in my car and talk live to myself in my car And then all of a sudden people started showing up, and Kristen was one of those people that showed up and showed me love regardless. And she still does it to this day. And I don't even think she necessarily needs my help, child, but she's always here showing me love. I appreciate you, Kristen. I notice you. Thank you so much. So how does that work when asked for a diploma when 18? Okay, so Crystal, it depends on the state. I do believe I asked you that earlier. So you're here in Texas, or no, you're in Georgia. You're in Georgia. I would have to look that up 100%. But if I remember correctly, it's somewhat like Texas. So here in Texas, we are considered kind of a private school, right? And so I will issue my daughter's diploma when she graduates. Our family school name, me, I probably will have my husband sign it as the principal, or the administrator. I might sign it as the administrator. It doesn't matter, but we will graduate my daughter. She will have her own graduation ceremony, all of that. Now, what you can do is you can do an actual graduation ceremony through the local organizations like the THSC. Well, that's in Texas, but that actually do graduations for homeschoolers. Okay. So let's see. My day is great. Thanks for asking. Oh, I'm so glad you're here, Felicia. So glad you're here. Does science, math, social studies, photography? I saw someone mention in another group. It's free. I don't know anything about it. Kristen, do me a favor. Send me a message so I can do some research on it. Yep. Send me a message. Send it to my personal. So I can do some research on it. Yeah. So Crystal, as far as that's concerned, again, so for us, like, and this is what I'm thinking that we're going to do now. I reached out in various different groups in the North Texas area, and I asked if anybody had somebody they were graduating and if they wanted to do a group graduation, because I didn't like the options that were around. And I got some, responses or whatever the case may be. But what I think that we're going to do is we're going to do our own graduation ceremony. And what it will be is we will rent a small venue. We will have close family and friends, and we will do like a rites of passage type situation for her along with a graduation. She'll get the cap and gown and all that good stuff. We'll talk about achievements, all of that good stuff. Then we will enjoy food as a family and party, right? Have a good time. And then we'll go on about our business. So that's how we will do it here in Texas for my daughter, who just turned 18, y'all. But that's how will do it. Now, I will ask her for her input and what she wants. She's extremely low key, which almost bugs me a little bit because I want to celebrate her like really big, and she's not a really big celebration person. Now, my 15-year-old, that guy that you guys saw earlier in the video, if I ask him what he wants to do, he's probably gonna want to do something big. And so we probably will do something, big to celebrate it along with the rites of passage. So they'll get the rites of passage, they'll get the diploma, all that stuff. Okay. And I'll go online and I will find a diploma, and I will be all pretty. It'll have our family school name, and it'll have a signature, and we'll have it framed. We'll do everything that that a school would do. She'd have her cap and gown. We might have her pick her cap and gown color. She'll have the, what you call it, I can't think of the name. Y'all know what I'm talking about. All of that, right? Y'all, and I'm so proud of her. She did her midterm for her dual enrollment class, and she got an A on it. She was so scared about it, but she did so good. She got an A on it. Is it written anywhere in the state for me to submit? To submit what, Crystal? I know, right? Yeah, he's probably gonna want to turn up. No problem. You showed up at time when I needed you. I needed to know that I wasn't alone out here. Lots of love from the Johnson household. These lives. Oh, you're amazing. Yeah, yeah, that is exclusive. Let's see. I know, right? Yes, the website that I use. Oh, okay. The website that I use is homeschoolmanager.com. And if you do go in there, send them a message and tell them that I sent you there. Okay. Just tell them, thank you so much, y'all. She did it on her own. She did it on her own. Let's see. I don't know the answer to that question about the diploma, Crystal. Do me a favor. If you send me a message, I will research that for you. I will look into that for you. Oh, you're welcome. Crystal, listen, you can do it. Do it scared. I know, Kristen. Isn't that great? Do it scared, Crystal. You're going to be scared. I'm still scared. Sometimes I wonder if I'm doing the right thing. Like I told you, my son and I, we're here by ourselves in Houston, and on the car ride on the way home, I had to apologize because I jacked something up for him, and now it's affecting him now, and he doesn't like it. And I mean, he doesn't like the fact that he is in the place that he's in. And so now we're trying to come up with a plan. Well, okay, you don't like it, so here's what we can do to upgrade it or fix it or change it. Do you want to do that? And so now he has to make that personal decision on as far as that's concerned. But honestly, when it came down to it, knowing my kid, did not do what I was supposed to do. And so, and it's not like it jacked him up like he's failing, nothing like that. It's just that it jacked him up and it pushed him back some when he didn't need to be pushed back. Okay. You got this. Will you continue to coach after you have graduated your students? Orletta, that is a decision that I will have to make. I have not thought about it. It's really far off for me. I've got my 18-year-old and then my 15-year-old, and then I have an 11-year-old. And what I have battled with is because my boys, they do want to go to traditional school. And so in some instances, we're wondering if that may be helpful. And so if my kids do go back to, traditional school, the question has been, well, will I still continue to coach? And it's like, well, I'm the coach regardless, right? It's just that in this moment we had to send them back, or we chose to send them back to school. So I don't know. It's a decision we'll have to make. So in Texas, once your daughter graduated, is input? No, Crystal. Once she's graduated, it is what it is. Yep, my son doesn't want any part of. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I am. She is. She is the guru. But yeah, when she graduates and I do the diploma, it's just like normal. She can provide it for jobs if they request it, colleges, whatever the case may be. But the state of Texas does not request it. They don't take record of it or anything like that. Y'all, in Texas, we pretty much do what we want. Like, no joke. Seriously. Okay. All right. So I've been on here for an hour. The kiddo's got to kind of start getting ready for his game that is soon. So I'm going to jump off of here. Again, I know Kristen is sending me a message. Takia is sending me a message. And I believe somebody else is supposed to be sending me a message. You're welcome, Crystal. I will come back on here. You are absolutely welcome. I will come back on here and put the link in the comments of this video, okay, of the Homeschool Moms Collective. Takia, I have to send you that link as well. I will do that before we leave. You're welcome, Valencia. You're welcome to Shrika. I'm gonna say it right, okay? I don't like messing up people's names. What I will do is put the link for the Homeschool Moms Collective in the comments. Go ahead and join. If you are needing somebody to walk with you through homeschooling, don't do the one-on-one coaching. Just being honest with you, don't do it. You're literally paying for an hour of my time. The Homeschool Collectives, you're paying to have a direct connection with me whenever you need it. That's what you're paying for, and that's going to be the best deal, to be honest. So Q&A, a bit random, but I've been stuck on a train for 6 and all bathrooms are closing. What's the worst you ever had to pee? What? I don't, man, listen. Okay, so Felicia, random, but I'll answer it. Um, so for me, y'all, I have this thing about using public restrooms. Like, I don't like using public restrooms at all. And so oftentimes I am running into the door straight to the bathroom because I will drink my coffee, drink my water, do all of that stuff, and then refuse to use the public restroom because they're gross. And because people are gross. And so, I mean, it happens often. That was so random. But yeah, I don't like using public restrooms at all. At all. You're welcome. You're welcome, Arletta. Yes, on the homeschool collectives, you can pull from other parents, right? So in my current group, there are 10 of us, and you can join that group. I will leave that one open before I start creating a new homeschool moms collective group. But we meet right now on Mondays at 7 p.m. And then last night, we all kind of made the decision to do a lesson planning session at least a couple times a month together to help each other through that process. Okay. I know, y'all. I know. Takia said, good luck at your game, Deuce. Takia said, good luck at your game. He said, thank you. Freaking teenager, y'all. All right, y'all. I'm gonna jump off of here. Send the link to Takia. Put the link in the comments. Y'all folks that are supposed to, okay, Kristen, I see your message. Takia's supposed to be sending me another message. And then I thought somebody else was supposed to be sending me a message. Send me those messages. Send it to my personal one, not to the business, because I'm off of work technically. So I won't get to it till Monday. But if you send it to my personal, I'll get it today. Okay. All right. I'm going to jump off of here. You guys have an absolutely wonderful, blessed Friday weekend. And I will see y'all. I will see y'all later. Bye, guys.